Hello and welcome. I'm Michelle Marchant Johnson with Love Life Coaching, and I'm so excited to have you here and to join me with a wonderful guest expert, the lovely Deborah Morehead. Welcome, Deborah.
Thank you, Michelle. Glad to be here.
And Deborah's main website is deborahmorehead.com. And I just want to ask Deborah a couple of questions that I think can be really helpful to you out there listening. And the first one, Deborah, is what do you see as a common challenge or obstacle that gets in the way from people having the love or the relationship that they want?
The thing that I see get in the way the most, I know it sounds funny, but I'm going to say we get inside our head, right? But let's talk about which part of our head we get into, because there's a reason that we do that, right? We mate selecting, where we choose to select is in the hind part of our brain, the back part of our brain. And that part of our brain is all about safety and survival. Again, back in primitive days, caveman days, we needed to be part of a tribe to be safe, and we needed to partner with someone. And so the problem with all of that is that when we are starting to date, and we all know this, we have all been there. We have our hindbrain is, because it's all about safety and survival, it always runs negative thoughts. And then it brings up negative feelings. They always connect. Mm-hmm. So when we're dating, we are so inside our head, and we're running all of these negative, and sometimes they're negative about us. Oh, maybe he doesn't like the way I dress, or maybe I'm way too much, or so we'll get into our head about the negatives about whether he's going to like us or not, because the fear when we mate select, we don't want to be rejected. So we get into that. Well, maybe he like this or doesn't like this, or maybe I have to be this way. Or we start being very critical, and the negative thoughts are about him. So, well, he didn't open the door for me. Well, maybe he's just this way, or he didn't this, and we get into our head and into those emotions. He didn't text me when I text him, and how come he didn't text me? And and we just get so crazy lost in those moments. And that's what I think just constantly gets in our way early on in the relationship. And then if you really haven't learned some important things in the process, it can actually really get in the way in the relationship as you go forward as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was really interesting and really insightful. So, Deborah, what is one thing, this is kind of the flip side of this question, what is one thing that people listening can do right now or begin to experiment with right now to help them to be more available or ready to receive the kind of relationship or love that they want?
Yeah. So what I'm going to say is take a deep breath. When we are dating, we need to not just get lost in the back part of our brain and all of those emotions and all of those negative thoughts. We need to get into our whole, prefrontal cortex, which is our rational, logical part of our brain. We need to be in a calm, centered, grounded space when we are dating. And I know that's not easy. I have my stories, Michelle, I know you have your stories. We all have. But that's really what you want to do, is you want to be in a calm, grounded, centered space. And there's lots of little tricks and ways to do that right before you go on a date. You can do some breathing techniques. You can do a mindful technique. You can do a power stance for a period of time to really get yourself, grounded and within yourself, just so that you remember, hey, I have some value and worth here. And I'm checking out to see if this guy matches with me and has value and worth that is a match. So that way, if there's a possibility of going forward, we'll figure it out. And the truth is, I'm okay. I'm okay. Even if the state doesn't quite match, even if he decides that I'm not a fit for him, or if I decide I'm not a fit for, he's not a fit for me, I'm okay. I was okay before I walked in this door. I'll be okay afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I really appreciate what you've shared, Deborah. And I want to let everyone know that Deborah has a full interview on the upcoming event. And we want you to join us for the Ready for the Right Guy event. So make sure you click on the link below this video that you're watching from and join us, because in addition to Deborah's wonderful interview where she gives some really valuable insights, there's a whole panel of experts that are giving advice and wisdom that I believe have the power to transform what is possible in your love life. So click on the link below, join us, and we'll see you soon for Ready for the Right Guy.
Yes.
Bye for now.